The Uncle Steve podcast is a simple, short broadcast just to keep family in touch with each other, get a taste of what everyone's doing in life. Life is so busy. Let's connect some way, somehow. Maybe if you listen to my stories, you'll get a feel like, hey, I'm hanging out with family again. Even though you're not, give Uncle Steve a call. Let's get together. Let's tell the family what you're up to. Have you ever eaten at Joe Mama's? Woo, they got some food up there. It's always a fun time to go to Joe Mama's, have a beer, wait for some food, eat your food there, take your food home, say hey to a friend. Always popping at Joe's. Bang, bang, shrimp, macaroni and cheese. Joe Mama. Please. Joe Mama, Joe Mama, Joe Mama, Joe Mama.
This is Uncle Steve's Podcast. Uncle Steve's Podcast. This is Uncle Steve's Podcast. Uncle Steve's Podcast. This is Uncle Steve's Podcast. Uncle Steve's Podcast.
Hey everybody, it's Uncle Steve. How's everybody been? I feel like I've been away for a little bit. I took a short break. Got a little burnt out over this podcast, little hobby I started here. Last couple episodes took a lot of editing, a lot more than I realized. But still a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I feel rejuvenated and honestly would have probably not been doing this if it wasn't for somebody that reached out to me. And that's how this works. You give Uncle Steve a call, we'll get you on. We'll do one of these. As silly as it is, I'm not overthinking this. I'm not thinking this is the greatest thing I've ever done. It's just fun for me to do, and it puts me in position, or it puts me in a spot where I can see some people, talk to some people that I don't normally talk to. And tonight is a good example of that. Apparently last weekend some girls were out having a quarter of a drink, I'm told, and started getting giddy, and the topic of the Uncle Steve podcast comes up, which, you know, word spreads, word gets around. When it's a good thing, word gets around. And shortly after that, I got a FaceTime call, some giddy girls, and one of them wanted to do a podcast. So here we're doing it tonight. It's good. It's the first time somebody outside of the immediate family has expressed any interest. So it's as simple as that, everybody. Give me a call. We'll get you on. We'll just have a simple little conversation. And we'll let the family know what you're up to. And that's all this is for. So hope you enjoy this one. This one goes back to a longtime friend, a person I grew up with, Kelly Weber-Cody. Enjoy.
Hello.
Hey. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Really, really good. Well, for the most part. You know, good.
I do know.
Yeah, good.
Today is good.
Yeah. Okay, so I hope you're not nervous about this. This is a simple little phone call. It's not prime time, you know.
I know, but it's all family that listens, right?
Well, that's my audience, so I don't know. I don't know what else happens behind the scenes, but if you've been to my little YouTube site, you'll see that there's only a handful of listeners anyway. So I don't know if you've seen that, but there's the last I looked, there was maybe 100 views out of 4 episodes. So it's not like this is the Joe Rogan experience or anything.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So
Joe
I mean,
Rogan.
who would care about what I got to say or what
You
you got
never
or
know.
what you
All
got
it
to
takes is one good topic and you go viral.
Well, that's true. Well, we haven't gone viral yet, but you might be the reason. All right. So I listened to the songs you sent me this morning. They're uplifting. It was very good. I haven't heard good music like that in a while, so that was good.
So what did you pick?
Oh, well, I didn't. So I will mix this together when we're done.
Oh.
And I liked all 3 songs. I think I liked "Feel It."
Okay, I kind of figured you'd pick that one.
Yeah, I did like the first one too. That was good. I forget the name of that one. But yeah, I liked all 3 songs. But "Feel It" had the most up tempo vibe. Yeah. So we'll sneak it in. Usually I don't play the whole song anyway. It's just something. It's cool to get, something from my guest and then end it with that. But
Sure.
have you had a chance to listen to the Uncle Steve podcast at all?
I have not, just a little bit with Robin over the weekend.
Oh my
but
God,
nothing.
she made you listen. That's embarrassing. Yeah.
She didn't make us listen. She just showed us, and we were laughing about it. I says, "Oh, I'd go on it." And Phyllis even said she'd go on it.
Okay. Well, good. Well, that's what I was hoping for. When I started, I didn't know what to expect, but I had to learn a lot to even do this. And then I thought, well, I don't see even my own immediate family often enough. It'd be a good excuse to see them for some odd reason. And then, yeah, it would be nice to get extended family involved in this too, and that would be more interesting to a wider range of people, I think. So
Yeah, you might be onto something.
yeah,
We might be able to patent this and develop a program for other families.
yeah, I don't know. I try not to get ahead of myself here. So I've already started recording us. It's kind of fun to call people off guard here and get them before they get weird and nervous if that happens. So we're in it. And what I typically do is we'll talk and then I'll go back and re-listen to all this 100 times and cut out anything that might not have went well, or if there's anything that you say that's so provocative, you have to text me and say, please cut out the things I said about Phyllis
Let's
out of
hope
there.
I don't do that.
Yeah, well, I've had my niece Annie. I've had quite a bit of editing to do with her. She had a lot to say, so it was fun. So
Had a lot to say.
yeah. So I don't know. Who knows who will listen into this? But at least for our immediate family, I don't think many of us even know what side of town you live on and where you work. I'm sorry for calling you or texting you so late last night. I didn't realize you worked an odd shift like that. I would have never done that, knowing that. But.
Yeah, I was just waking up. I was a little blurry, so I was like, okay, what did I commit to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize
podcast.
for that. So tell me about that. What are you doing for work? Why are you getting up at 8 o'clock at night to go to work? What's up with
Well, I work over at Aurora Sinai downtown and been doing that for over 20, I think I'm going on 22 years.
Whoa.
I'm a staffing coordinator for the float pool for the Southeast region.
Okay. So
Well, actually, I do the North region too, but that's a smaller.
who is the staff that you coordinate?
So I have about 160 employees that I send out to the 10 major hospitals for Aurora when they need help. So lately it's been a lot of help, but just sick calls and stuff. But ever since COVID hit, it's been a whole different
So
Whole different scene.
are these nurses or
Nurses, nurse aides, hucks, and then I also fill like ambulatory clinics and that. So hospital floors, I talk to St. Luke South Shore, Sinai, West Dallas, Grafton. There's 10 of them. And so all the floors call me and let me know what their day is. Like I staff for the day shift.
Okay.
So they tell me like what their census is, how many nurses and aides they have, and what they need.
What's a huck?
A health unit coordinator, so as a floor secretary.
Quarterback of the floor. So how do you bring in somebody like that? Are they people that have been to that hospital before and know people, and are they familiar, or is it a stranger?
No.
Like a substitute
we have our
teacher?
own employees they have gone to all those hospitals. They work for Advocate.
Okay.
And so they're usually experienced RNs because you have to be pretty comfortable going to all different floors.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting
We
at.
do get a couple newbies, but it's pretty challenging.
Yeah, I remember when we used to get a substitute teacher at school.
Yeah.
You could have somebody like that coming in, right? That would be not good.
And then sometimes you got a really good substitute teacher that could handle it.
True. Yeah, that's not been my experience. I don't know if you remember in grade school, we went through like 5 music teachers in one year.
What was his name?
I don't know.
Remember the dark hair and the glasses? Kind of fruity. What was his name?
I don't know about Fruity.
Danny would remember him. He's like when we were in the early grades, like 3rd and 4th grade.
I don't remember. I remember.
I bet you if I look at my classroom pictures, he's like usually in one of them.
The music teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny. I do remember having music class. I remember one day in music class where it turned in David Lovick and Hunter. Was there a kid named Hunter? Last name Hunter. Got into a fight in the middle of the music class, and the metal chairs went flying everywhere, and it was a real pandemonium. But yeah, I don't know. Gym teachers and music teachers, I remember us really being hard on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember Sister Ann. Oh, we were kind of hard on some nuns too.
Oh yeah, well the nuns were hard on us right back. Yeah. I've been taken to the back room with the ping pong paddle and been paddled back there. Sister Frances. Mean.
Really, Sister? Wait, Frances?
That might that might have been way before your time, but I had her for 5th grade, so you would have been
Sister
in 4th,
Frances.
right?
Yeah.
She probably retired after she was done with me that year. But
I remember Josine, Sister Josine was a nerd. I liked her. We get along. And Sister Helen, Mary Ellen.
They're all Marys, right?
Ralph. I didn't like
3rd
Ralph.
grade, Sister Ralph. You bet.
No, 1st grade.
You're right. 1st grade. How did you know
Yeah,
that? Mm-hmm.
she was mean.
That's fun. I have fond memories of my Catholic grade school upbringing. That's
So do I.
a lot of fun. I just recently got together with Bill Feringer and Mike Wadowski right around Christmas. We've done that the last couple of years. David Long and Mark Metzinger and Rick.
Wait a minute. No, you're going too
Rick
fast.
Flowers and David Sobelman.
Longs. Didn't they live across the street from us?
Yeah, you bet. Mm-hmm.
And then he has like 3 or 4 sisters, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of girls over there. I think he was.
They went to St. Anne's? No.
David did. Yeah, I think David and Pam, his older sister Pam. I'm not sure about the older ones. They were older, so.
That's so weird that you keep in contact with all them people.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun to get together with those guys and share stories. We all remember things a little different, and there's some. My cheeks hurt after I'm done with those guys. That's a lot of fun. Smiles, laughs. You don't see anybody from way back when?
Nope.
High school?
Nope. Let's see. Nope. Don't see anybody.
Yeah, it was Facebook that kind of brought that alive for me. but that's now 10 years ago. But yeah, I don't see them often, but I do keep in touch with those guys. We'll see them once a year or something. We'll meet at Dave Solomon's and have a couple beers and a burger and just shoot the shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Steve's Podcast. Uncle Steve's Podcast. This is Uncle Steve's Podcast. Uncle Steve's Podcast. This is Uncle Steve's Podcast. Uncle Steve's Podcast.
Okay, so you're doing that important work, and what side of town do you live on? Let everyone know. Where are the
I live on the
Codys?
south side by the airport,
Oh, okay.
like 3rd and Howard.
Yeah, I was just recently there. I met my brother Mike ran sound for a band at a little bar in Cudahy a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah?
So I should have thought of you guys and let you know.
Yeah, what bar?
It's called Orson's. It's a bar that Mike's band would play at, and it's on a little road off of Pennsylvania, and
Oh, okay.
like Layton-ish.
Sure.
Couple blocks from there. So yeah, that was fun. I get there every once in a while, so I'll keep you in mind next time. But
Yeah.
usually that's not a well-planned event. It just kind of
It's
shows
a
up.
last minute.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing? I'm in Hartford now, so for me to go to Cudahy, it's like going up north. I gotta plan.
Oh, you live in
plan.
Hartford? Brad and Jeannie live out in Hartford.
Well, I didn't know that. See,
Yeah.
see what this opens up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll see you on Facebook. I never know on Facebook who is really posting. Is that I imagine that's not Brad most of the time, right?
Probably not. I would think it was Jeannie. I'm not on Facebook, so I couldn't even.
Yeah, I
tell
talk about it like I'm on there all the time. I really don't, but when I do scroll through there and I do see, well, it's Jeannie. Now I know it's probably her. I figured.
Yeah.
but-
Her and the
yeah,
kids.
nice.
Yeah.
So I can. That's a good way for me to keep kind of in touch, but without a conversation, it's not really keeping in
Right.
touch, is it?
It's kind of like you're stalking.
Yeah, I guess. But people put their stuff out there for a reason. They want.
I cannot believe what people put out there. I was just like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so people want, that's what it is. People put what they want people to know about them, and they want to be stalked, is what I think. But
Yeah.
I don't know. So
I'm more of an introvert. I know your sister. We argued this over the weekend. She doesn't believe I'm an introvert. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty much an introvert. I'm not really out there. I like to have fun with the people I'm with, but I
yeah,
definitely, don't.
yeah, I
do
understand.
Facebook.
Yeah, well, Facebook is, yeah. I'm not posting what I had for dinner, and every time I do anything, who I'm with, but it's nice to be able to, find somebody that like grade school, and send them a message somehow and say, hey, I'm gonna be on your side of town. You want to meet me for a cheeseburger? Or, not that I do a lot of that, but I do. I do.
You do a lot more than I do, Steve.
Well, I'm at a different stage of my life. Am I?
Yeah.
Am I?
Well, yeah, you don't have anybody living at home anymore. So, yeah, I still have, Mariah's moving out next month. She got her own place. So it's just River then.
Yeah, the girl, Mariah. All right. So, yeah, you're
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
Have you ever been an empty nester yet?
No. Well, River just graduated high school
Oh,
last
jeepers.
spring.
See, that's
So, yeah.
okay. Yeah, you're in it still.
Yeah, I'm still in it. And we finally, I don't know if you knew, we took care of a young man, special needs, and we
Yeah, I
stopped
remember.
that in fall.
Yeah, we talked about that last summer. I remember. I forget his name, but I've met him.
Creighton. Yeah,
Creighton,
Creighton.
Do you still keep in contact? How is he doing? Do you know? Or
Well, so far, we believe he's doing well. I mean, we keep in somewhat contact, but he has a hard time adjusting to change. And so they were having a real hard time because, of course, he wanted to come back to us. And so they thought it better if we just do a period of time that he doesn't see us so that they can just acclimate him to his new.
Yeah, no contact.
So I'm hoping that that's it, but
no, that makes
who knows?
sense. Yeah, you got to cut. Yeah, you got to cut it off if it's. Yeah.
Yeah, he just got. I mean, with his mental disability and the dysfunction he grew up in, he just got to a point where he was so manipulative. We just couldn't. It just got more than what I was willing to deal with.
Yeah.
And believe me, that's a real. You have to push it really far.
Yeah.
to get me to give up. But yeah, so yeah, he's gone, and so it's kind of really nice that I don't have. He was kind of like a 33-year-old, 5-year-old. So
yeah.
It's kind of.
Well, that's cool that you guys did that. I understand if it's taxing on your family relationships, then yeah, that's got to come first, right?
Yeah. We probably should have done it a lot earlier, but
Well, that's just speaks to the good person that you are, right?
We tried. We
to
tried
to
persevere.
Yeah. To a fault. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
So it's just me, Rick, River, and my dogs.
Yeah, those big beasts. What are your dogs' names?
That's it.
What are your dogs' names?
Cephas is the male, and Vashti is the female.
I couldn't remember that if you told me that 5 days in a row. Cephas, I can remember.
That's the goal. I don't want people knowing their names if I'm out and about because, I want them to come to me. I don't want you to know my dog's name and lure them or anything like that.
I don't think many people are going to be wanting to lure those dogs, right?
Well, yeah, I think that the Rottweiler connoisseur would.
Yeah, right. They're not. I don't know. Maybe they're everywhere, but I don't know. They're intimidating dogs. They're sweet. I only met them for a short time, but yeah. So speaking of that event is coming up again, and I've yet to schedule or reserve that campsite, but I should have done that tonight. But I will.
Are you doing 2 nights or just 1 night?
I'll do 2 nights. I think that makes sense. By the time you get set up out there, it's hard to just do because we'll be tearing down and then setting back up is what I'll be doing.
Mm-hmm. So are we? Because I told Rick we'd probably bring our pontoon to be able to carry stuff.
That'll be great. Last year when I did it, I was in a little fishing boat, and it was packed to the gills, and it was fine. We got through it. It's really neat out there. I really enjoyed that. So looking forward to doing that again. That'll be fun.
It will be. Yeah. And we got our tiny house done. So now we've got another area for people to live. So
it seemed like it was pretty much done when I walked in there last year. What did you do?
Well, now it's all like the electricity is hooked up and okay. Yeah, so all the walls are done and all the trim work. We just have to put the floor in. Yeah. But we have a big area rug in there, and yeah.
I thought that was really neat. That was cool. So
yeah, it's a little bit safer than a tent with the bears coming through.
Oh, the bears! Yeah.
You do not want to have. Because we've got a lot of our neighbors that are bear hunters. What do you call bait?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we get a lot of them coming through. I mean, just the other summer we had a mama and her 3 babies, and yeah, that can get dangerous. A mama and her 3 cubs.
Yeah, I get it.
You don't want to be in a tent. I'm
a little bit. I don't know. Maybe naive is the right word for that. But since you've been up there, have you ever heard of anyone being attacked?
Nobody has been, animals have been attacked, and we don't know if it was coyote or wolves I know my neighbor who lives about 3 or 4 houses down, he's got cameras he's a big hunter, and he just had a puma come through his land.
Whoa.
And it was a pretty big one, and those are predatorial. The bears aren't so bad unless you're so I don't know if you know where, I'm trying to think of that road that goes down to where our parents had their,
Newton Road.
not Newton. It's perpendicular to Newton. Well, anyways, there was a family, a young couple with their 2 or 3 kids, and they were feeding marshmallows to a bear and their cub. And they were about 35 feet from their car. And my neighbor, honked the horn to scare the bear away. And the guy got really angry at him. And my neighbor was like, buddy, when you run out of marshmallows, what are you going to do? You're away from your car. You're going to grab your kids. How are you going to protect yourself? People just don't think.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It's not like a zoo. It's not like a petting zoo. If they want more and they know that it came from you.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm not looking to get friendly with any wild animal.
Yeah. You just have to have respect for it. Like if I walk it, we have an easement road that goes about a mile into the woods that adjoins all of our properties, and I was just running down it, running, doing my exercise, and the guys are like, well, do you carry? And I'm like, well, no. And they're like, well, you probably would want something. You shouldn't go down there. I was like, really? And he's like, well, there's a lot of different animals in those woods. Nothing so far.
Yeah,
Nothing,
so that's what
nothing.
I guess I'm assuming I'm never going to get struck by lightning. And
Right,
I'm
you
never
hope
going to
not.
get eaten by a bear in my life.
Right. Well, and black bear aren't like that, but you do not want to, just be unprotected or,
I know. Well, I
see-
slept in a tent
what
last summer.
Yeah.
Stop, it's my turn to talk.
Okay, sorry.
And you guys were all freaking out about that, or not freaking out, but I never thought twice about it until you guys started saying it. So then I'm laying awake in my tent that night thinking like, well, do I have any food in here? Is my sub all gone? Can they smell beer and whiskey? I don't know.
Well, what's good to have is like a dog, because a dog will growl and that usually will make them go away.
Yeah.
You don't need anything extreme, but yeah, you definitely don't want food.
A dog and a firearm and no food.
Yeah. Or, a little teeny bobber bear ain't could do anything, but we've got a couple big bulls walking around. In fact, Haley almost hit one, and he was walking right through crivets.
Yeah.
Like in the neighborhood, and he was huge, she said.
Last year I saw one. That's the first time I saw a bear out, like seeing a deer. I've never seen, but last summer that weekend I rented the island. I was in town it was right by the store there where is there a dollar store there now?
Yep, yeah.
Of course we were at the store across the street because we're good people. And we turned the corner there, and sure enough, there a bear walked across the street, and we drove down there to see, and it was gone. But so I've never seen that before. It was pretty impressive that.
Yeah, when you come across a big one, then it's like, ooh.
Yeah,
they're
yeah, this was it wasn't a baby, that's for sure. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping today it was nice. I hope the warm weather keeps coming. I'm anxious to get out of the winter. I got to get out of these winters. I don't think I'm going to be hanging around for the rest of my life up here. But really, I don't know. We'll see. But I think down south for the winter sounds wonderful. Yep.
Way better.
Way better. Yep.
Well, you just have to get into some winter sports.
I don't like them.
Snowmobiling.
I've had 54 years of trying winter sports. I'd rather do summer sports. So.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So, who in the family do you see Phyllis often, or?
Yes, we were just up by her place, Robin and I, and that was fun.
The Giddy girls. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Robin got drunk first, and then Phyllis and I were like, "Wow, if Robin's gonna get drunk, we're gonna get drunk."
Yeah, imagine that, right?
I know, she never does.
I was napping, and I got this weird call on Messenger. Nobody calls me on Messenger. And then, yeah, you three were like the Golden Girls or something. I was like, hell,
I
didn't know
know.
what to
It's
do.
pretty sad.
It was fun. So is that Phyllis's place that you guys were at?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a place up in Manitowish.
So where's Manitowish?
Well, I think it's it's north of Minocqua. Do you know where that is? Or
Yeah.
Saint Germain.
Yep, sure.
It's real close. It's like probably about 30 minutes from Saint Germain. Eagle River
Boulder
is about a
Junction.
45-minute drive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's had that place. Her and Phil have had it for years now. Real nice log cabin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're not roughing it up there, huh?
Oh no,
Nah.
it's like how the rich and famous.
No, yeah. No roughing it with the Neindorfs. I get it. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, it's really pretty up there, though. I mean, it's different than like in the Crivets area. It's not the trees aren't as big, and the woods are just amazing up by Phyllis.
Yeah?
Yeah. Whereas we have more farmland.
Yeah, so
You
is
don't
that...
see any farmland by Phyllis.
Okay. Is that like Boulder Junction? Am I in the right area when I say
Yep,
that?
yep.
Yeah, I have a friend, or it's actually Brian's friend, that has a buddy that we've gone up that way. It's really nice up there. I like it too.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it is different. There's bald eagles everywhere, and
Oh yeah.
it's...
Oh, you should see in Phyllis's backyard about 7 deer every morning and night come to get fed by her. I'm like, I want a trough.
Yeah, that's illegal, Phyllis.
Yeah.
She's a rule breaker.
Yeah, but the deer meat tastes so much better when they're corn fed than when they're.
I'm sorry. Pig is still the best animal. I don't know, but deer.
Pig. Oh my gosh.
It is, and it's cheap. I don't have to go trudging through the forest to find one. Like Piggly Wiggly's got it right there and ready to cook. I'm not anti-hunting, but I just don't think venison is good meat. I don't get it.
Well, see, that's because you haven't had it by corn.
Oh, come on. Everybody tells me that. That's not
I'm
true.
serious. River's boyfriend's dad is he pretty much just lives on venison. And I just had a stew, and I was like, this is deer meat? I couldn't believe how good it was. And
I've had terrible venison, and I've had good venison. I get it. It takes a little skill to cook it, but...
Yeah, it takes... You gotta know how to cook venison.
How does it beat a porterhouse, though, man? A cow.
Well, yeah, but okay, free meat and $27 a pound.
True. All right. Well, I get it.
Although, you could grow your own cows on your land, and then, I have a girlfriend that does that. And when they get to a certain age, they have the butcher come and take it away, and they buy another cow.
Yeah. Have they heard of Pick and Save?
But you get a lot of meat out of them cows.
Yeah, but you're not factoring in all the effort, though, are you?
Yeah. Well, she's into that. She
does
that's
chickens
and rabbits, and you know Mary Fowler from high school.
I remember that name. Yeah,
Mary, the blonde. She's my best friend.
So you do see people from school.
Oh, I haven't talked to her in years.
Mm-hmm.
But we did, when I lived out in Wind Lake, she was living out there too. And
time out. Isn't that where Ken Churchill lived in Wind Lake?
I don't know. Seriously, I was not a neighbor to him.
Why am I stuck on that? Somebody I know was.
Ken Churchill in Wind Lake.
Convinced it was you. Who could it be? All right, I'm letting it go. Mary Fowler, back to Mary. So maybe, you should text her this episode of this podcast, and she can. Now you guys can get together and rekindle that old friendship.
Yeah.
And share chicken meat or whatever you guys do.
Well, she's really funny because she's always been into gardening and that, and the I don't know what you call it, people that buy organic and all that.
Yeah.
And one day she called me. She goes, Kelly, I'm an organic farmer. And I says, what does that mean? She goes, I don't know. People pay me a lot of money for me to just kill a chicken and depuck it.
They don't
I was
use
like,
they don't use chemicals and growth hormones, and
right.
I think
But
that's what that
it's
means.
just-
Yeah.
It's funny how she was just like, I'm called organic. All these people come to buy my stuff.
Yeah, paying premium. Yeah, that's
Yeah. And she's not afraid of, she's got a couple rabbits in her freezer and
yeah. Well, I get it. I'm not afraid of all that. I just you got to be into it, I guess. I work with a guy that has buffaloes.
Oh, really?
Buffalo Bob, yeah, and he's got great videos when he shows me when they get to stampeding, and he's going to turn them into cheeseburgers this spring, I think, and I'm hoping to get one of those, but I don't know. To own them,
that's a big animal to have. You got to have some land for that.
Yeah, he does. That's pretty cool.
Gail's got 2 horses.
I didn't know this. I don't know these things.
Yeah, Gail's got a little hobby farm out in Plymouth.
Plymouth, okay.
And some chickens.
That's like Sheboygan way, Plymouth?
Well, it's south of Sheboygan.
Yeah, but it's near the lake, right? Northeast?
Yeah.
Because Brittany, my oldest, is in Sheboygan, and so I drive through there every now and then.
Oh, okay.
Plymouth, yeah. Okay. What does Gail do for work?
Takes care of her horses.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She stays at home and
That's-
takes care of the farm. She's got a bunch of chickens.
Does she do eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And once the chickens get older, I'm sure she'll do some chickens too.
Oh,
She's got
yeah.
a rooster.
For sure. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, the horses are a little intimidating to me. She always wants me to come in by them, and I'm like, no. I'm a little too city slicker to be in there with. She's like, they're not gonna hurt you, as they're like, lifting their lips and coming by me, and
Yeah,
they
they're
like to
3,000 pounds of animal or whatever they are.
yeah, and they like to push, and they like bite each other. I was like, no.
Yeah, I have given up on horses too. I'm a retired horseback rider. Sorry. I like horses, but I don't need to pet them or
Own one.
Yeah, get sneezed on by one or any of that. No, thank you.
Pick up its poop.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though. That's one thing that chicken eggs. There's a lot of people around my neighborhood here that I can buy eggs from. I've only done it one time, but even just getting used to that is kind of a change from the city mouse that I am. Yeah, but they're better. They're definitely better eggs.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, who else in the family do you get together with?
Oh, I pretty much see everybody,
Okay.
within a good reasonable time.
Yeah, like Christmas and Easter's and Thanksgivings kind of things, or.
Well, yeah, in the summertime we try to get together.
Yeah, wouldn't it be
We're
fun?
actually getting together tomorrow for Sloppy Joe's at Bonnie's, but I'm not able to go because I have to take a class for work. But
Okay.
we get together almost once a month, I would say.
Whoa, that's very frequent. Way more.
Yeah.
Way more frequent than our family.
Well, John and Gail started a Bible study. So every other week they actually meet on a Sunday, and they go to every different house. But I'm not able to go because I work my weekends. But yeah, so they've been doing that for a couple of years now.
Okay.
And so everybody it's Brad and Phyllis and Yvonne and Beverly and Gail and then the spouses.
Nice. All right. Yeah. And that's kind of a round robin. You guys switch off houses every week or so?
Yeah. Every 2 weeks they go out and do it. Kind of like what we did with your dad and my dad and
I remember
Uncle Mike and Eudora.
Yeah. I remember you guys doing that.
That was interesting.
Yeah. I think that would have been fun to hear those conversations. So.
Yeah. Tony came to ours.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So how about you, Stevie? How often do you guys meet? You guys just
Yeah,
now that the patriarchs are gone.
yeah. So it's getting sparse. So
Yeah.
but we still do. With COVID the last couple of years, it's been even harder. But so Thanksgivings, Christmases have been pretty routine that we all get together. It's been this year was a little different, and it's starting to change. So, like Christmas Eve has been a traditional time that we all get together, and now Mike has been hosting that for years now, and it kind of spawned from my mom and dad hosting it, and they live together. So he's kind of made the announcement this year that next year we're probably not going to do that this way. So that's changing. Thanksgivings have been traditionally last several years at Brian's, and now they have a condo down in Florida. So they're snowbirds. They're down in the south, but they come up for the holidays. And
Okay.
we probably still will continue that a bit, but that's all starting to change, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what the new tradition will turn into. Hopefully it turns into something and it doesn't just fizzle out and we all go our separate ways. But
Yeah. Somebody else has to pick up the torch, and that's always the.
yeah, that happens.
Somebody's done it for that many years. It's like, who wants to do it?
Yeah, who's up
Because
next?
it's a lot of work.
So I remember that happening when, we used to get together with my mom's side of the family on Christmas Eve. And that was the tradition. And then that fizzled out when all those people started getting older. And then it became our immediate family. And now it seems like we're reaching that point now where we're all old fogies. And the second generation's whoever's got the biggest house is going to have to fire up Christmas Eve. And, or we, with my mom's side, we did rented a hall for a few years, and that got impersonal, and it changed, and we stopped doing it. So
Do you see any of your family from your mom's side?
I do.
Okay.
I'll see my cousin Keith probably most often. And we'll just get together and watch a football game and have a beer. Halstead's, I'll see Paul once a year at our golf outing.
You guys still have the golf outing?
Yeah, we've again, COVID has kind of put a damper on that, but we're making a big comeback in 2022 this year. So all you wafflers that are out there listening, mark your calendar, tell your wife.
So now,
we're doing
does
this.
Kevin come up for it, or
Every once in a while? Two years ago, Kevin came from Arizona. It was the COVID year, and we got bumped from our regular venue. So we did a 1-day, 36-hole event in the pouring rain. It rained all weekend long. It's cold and rainy in September. And he came from Arizona to do this. And we had fun, and it was still silly and fun. And he shows up every few years. My cousin Dennis, your cousin Dennis, has made it. Dennis, you're due to come back up for the waffling this year, maybe.
Yeah, I heard Pam just went and visited.
Yeah, she
Colorado.
went to see him down there. Yeah, I've had talked to Dennis recently. He was on my third episode, the NFL edition of the Uncle Steve podcast. So if you want some cousin Dennis, you can find it there. So we'll see. Other than that, that's about it from my mom's side, especially. I saw Kurt and Keith recently, and went out with Pam and Robin's Christopher and Kurt and Glenn and Keith and a little karaoke fun. That was fun.
One of your cousins has a place right by Phyllis's place up in Manitowish.
Really?
Yeah, your Aunt Pam's boy, the one that's a big hunter.
Oh, Doug probably.
Doug, yes.
Yes.
And this is a couple of years ago that Phyllis and I were riding our bike, and she was like, I'm almost positive that that's Doug's place. So we kind of rode by, and then your Aunt Pam and what's her husband's name?
Dick.
Dick were there. So we stopped in, and yeah, he's got quite the home.
I've heard, yeah. So we saw them last summer. Sorry, Lindemans, I forgot to mention. They put on a big family reunion last summer. We all went out to Heartland, and it was so nice to see everyone. We haven't done that in a long time. So I did get a chance to see all of them last summer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, but that's far and few in between. I think they threw that party as an anniversary party for Aunt Pam and Uncle Dick.
Oh, okay.
And it was really nice. A beautiful day and a lot of kids. My God.
My, how we populate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Real fun. So it would be fun for us to do that on the Weber side sometime soon.
Well, that's what we're starting with the Crivets thing.
I guess we are, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got to start there, just
something.
And then maybe something can come from that, but
yeah, it's hard to get people to get committed to sleeping in a tent 3 hours away, but yeah, I like it. I'm in. I love it.
Yeah. Well, Jeff and Robin got a couple stationary houses.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and there's a tiny house somewhere in the neighborhood I hear too. So
yes, and who knows what else we'll build on.
Yeah, that's a great start. I had a good time last year, so let's do it again.
Do the pontoon thing and.
Yeah, we got into a little trouble on that pontoon.
I heard you guys hit a rock.
Well, we didn't. Jeff did. You would think, as many years as he's been doing this, he would know better. But
yeah, you got to stay away from the shorelines and the river.
I don't want to say too much in case Pops is listening here. Jeff took the boat where it isn't allowed, and then didn't understand that the sign that said rock and a big arrow. That's not where you drive the boat. You're supposed to avoid that, and he didn't get it, but we got away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took it all the way down to what's that little restaurant bar? I'm forgetting the name of it.
Docks, something?
Yeah, something Docks Lakeside, or I think Docks. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, something.
It's quite a boat ride to get there, but that was fun. Okay, anything you want to say to the family while I got you here? Who are you pissed at? Who do you want to call out for?
Who am I pissed at? I don't think I'm mad at anybody.
I don't know. Just trying to spice it up a bit, I guess.
Let's see. Does anybody owe me money?
Yeah,
No.
that's what. Brad probably owes you some money.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Well, I'm not trying to egg you on to anything, but...
I'm looking forward to hearing other people join in and hearing their time and
yeah, that's fun. We've been talking now for about I don't know, almost an hour, probably 50 minutes.
See, 45
45 minutes. So that's all. If I can cut this up and we can get a half hour out of this, or even a little more.
It's not scary. It's not as scary as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's not scary at all. It's just simple. No, I think we got enough here to share with the world. Yeah, an episode.
All right.
You bet.
You want to say hello to my cousin Steve? River just came in the room.
Come on, River. Get on the Uncle Steve podcast.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
You're just getting home now.
Yeah.
It's 8:30. What have you been doing all night?
All night? Well, I've been babysitting all night. I got a new nephew.
That's a good answer. You have a new nephew.
Yep.
God, I should know something here, but I don't. Who's your new nephew?
Haley had a kid. His name's Dominic.
Okay. Oh, I think I met
You didn't know I was a grandma?
I do. I met Dominic.
Okay. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. He was up north.
Not so new, River.
Yeah. Did you hear that? He said, not so new, River.
Yeah, I met Dominic. I think, right? Last summer?
Yeah, he was on the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, of
Haley
course.
was with us and
All right.
Phyllis.
I didn't mean to shame River, so I
Oh
apologize.
no. She's fine.
Tough chick. Yep. Okay. Well, thanks,
Oh.
Kelly. This was fun.
You're welcome.
And
this was fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk my other brothers and sisters to joining you.
Yeah, so this is how that'll work. I'll send you the link, and then you could just forward that on and say, oh, maybe I want to do that. Or
Hey, I've got a beef to pick with Stevie. Yeah, I want to be on it.
yeah, Steve owes me money. Yeah. I probably do owe somebody money. But... Okay, well, let's wrap it up. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Stevie. It was fun.
All right, let's talk soon, and I'll see you definitely this summer.
All righty.
All right. Night.
Bye-bye.
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 When the solid ground is falling out from underneath my feet, between the black skies and my red eyes, I can barely see. And when I'm feeling like I've been let down by my friends and my family, I can hear the rain reminding me. In the eye of the storm, you remain in control. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. When my hopes and dreams are far from me and I'm running out of faith, I see the future I picture slowly fade away. And when the tears of